He smokes one deep right field, and it is gone. A grand slam for Preston Allen.
It's another warm one here at Yakima County Stadium as the Pippins look to even the series against the Cowlitz Black Bears. Good afternoon and welcome into Pippins pregame presented by Washington's Lottery. I'm your 2025 voice of the Pippins, Harmon Johnson. And last night the Pips dropped their second straight contest after another early start to the game by their opponents. Let's take a look at the action in the Pips' 8-2 loss. Down 4-0 in the bottom of the fifth, the Pips cracked open the goose egg with a single by Charlie Shebler.
The 2-2, right back where it came from and into center field. Charlie Shebler picks up his second RBI of the season. Dylan Anderson scores, and it's 4-1. The Pippins are on the board.
But Cowlitz had had enough and immediately responded, tacking on an insurance run in the top of the sixth inning.
The long pause and the payoff pitch. Line drive through the right side, one run will score. Holding up at third is Paxton Bigby. And Carmona Jr. picks up his first hit of the game on an RBI single that scores Matt Priest.
The Pippins pitching staff would give up 3 more runs in the top of the 8th inning, but Neil Jansen decided in the bottom of the 8th he wanted to try and spark a 7-run comeback.
The 0-2 this one is sent high and deep out to left field. Getting turned around out there, and the ball drops. Hansen unable to come up with it. A run comes across. Standing at second base is Jansen. It's now 8-2. Pippins at the start of what needs to be a 7-inning comeback.
The Pips would leave Jansen stranded on base in the 8th inning and would fail to score in the 9th. After the game, Neil Jansen said he wanted this team to try and get the offense started early and flip the script from the last couple of contests.
I'm just hoping our offense can come in the first inning, set the tone there. And I felt like if we can do that, then I think we'll be in a great spot to win.
That's a look at last night's action, and coming up next on the Washington Lottery's Pippins pregame, I got a chance to talk with Pips pitching coach Anthony Alvarado to discuss his first week navigating the pitching staff in this early part of the season. That's next, and this is Pippins pregame.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins pregame presented by Washington's Lottery. I'm here with Pippins pitching coach Anthony Alvarado. And Anthony, you were a player for the Pippins back in 2017. Now you're a coach. What's it like being back in this dugout?
A lot of pride. Really trying to just implement and teach these boys a proper routine and how to go about being in this type of season. Obviously, there's a lot of games going on, and these boys got to be prepared, arms got to be healthy, and just trying to navigate that and help these boys navigate that and staying healthy.
You're about a week into the season now. In fact, we are a week into the season. And how have you been able to navigate these guys that are coming in from different situations? You got starters coming out of the pen guys that are starting now. Just how do you manage that here early in this season?
So that's just dealing with a lot of personalities and just really learning each and every guy and kind of how they operate and just really learning kind of what makes them tick and kind of that also gives them that advantage, that edge, also the competitive edge also too. So just really learning everybody and kind of learning how they operate and also learning how they learn and just trying to teach them those basics.
This is a league that focuses on development, and these are guys that are coming in that maybe didn't get a lot of innings during the spring. Just what are you preaching to these guys as they're getting ready for their appearances in the West Coast League?
Legs. If you want to pitch in those longer innings, your legs definitely got to be in condition to pitch in those longer innings. I like to believe that your legs carry you in those longer innings. Your arms is there for the ride. Pretty much we're doing a lot of sprints, a lot of kind of agility stuff that's kind of making them explosive and stuff like that. Our recovery routine is very intense in terms of arm care and arm health. And all that recovery just kind of builds their mechanics on the mound and their strength on the mound.
You've got a new guy on the mound for the second straight day here at home, Cade Cushing. Just have you been able to get to know him, or is this kind of a learning process for both of you?
From what I can kind of see, silent killer. Doesn't have too much to say. I hope that's the same on the mound. He just gets up there, attacks the zone, attacks these hitters. Because at the end of the day, I like to say hitters suck. And I just kind of teach that mentality to our pitchers. Just attack the zone, because at the end of the day, we win 7 out of 10 times if that's a really good hitter and he's hitting 300. So you're going to win majority of the time. Just have that mentality and attack the zone with that mentality. And I think he's one of those guys that hopefully can produce that.
Coach, thank you for joining me on pregame, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Alvarado here in the dugout for Pippins pregame. Up next, we'll have Banner Bank starting lineups. This is Pippins pregame.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Welcome back to Pippins pregame presented by Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup as announced by head coach Garrett DeGallier. Banner Bank goes to bat for the Pippins, and Newsweek recently named them one of America's best regional banks. If you're looking for a local bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see them. Leading off and playing right field will be number 25, Dylan Anderson. Back at second base today and batting in the 2 spot is number 10, Charlie Shevler. Jaden St. Cyr is in the 3 spot playing center field. Brett Haggerty moves to the cleanup spot and will play first base wearing number 29. Batting 5th is number 12, Kyler Bittner, today's shortstop. Batting 6th is the left fielder, number 36, Neil Jansen. Doing the catching and batting 7th tonight is number 46, Max Senesac. DHing and batting 8th is one of the new faces for the Pippins, number 5, Cole Hansen. And rounding out the lineup is the third baseman tonight, number 22, Preston Allen. Again for the Pippins, Anderson, Shevler, St. Cyr, Haggerty, Bittner, Jansen, Senesac, Hansen, and Allen. On the bump is number 55, Cade Cushing. We'll get you his numbers when the Cowlitz Black Bears come up to bat in the top of the first. That is your Banner Bank Pippins starting lineup. First pitch is next. This is Pippins pregame. It is a hot one here at Yakima County Stadium as we get set for the Pippins and the Black Bears, the second game of this series. As it will be Cade Cushing up there on the bump. Glad you're with us. The heat has actually gotten to our center field camera, so bear with us tonight as we mutter through this one camera stream, but it is definitely warm out there, and the Pippins are sure glad to be wearing those home white uniforms here for the 4th time in their home ballpark and their 5th game at their home ballpark. Cade Cushing is the man out on the bump. 33 1/3 innings pitched at San Jose State, gave up 38 hits, 25 runs, 24 of them earned, 14 walks and 19 strikeouts. Went 1-2 in 12 games played, had 6 starts in the midweek, and sports a 6.48 ERA. He will face the top 3 for Cowlitz: Matt Priest, Tyler Nelson, and Paxton Bigby, the first baseman, who had himself a good night last night, going 1 for 2 and drawing 3 walks. Decent crowd filing in. Again, there's another graduation ceremony tonight, so a lot of traffic around the fairgrounds as Cushing elects to go from the stretch as his first pitch is in there for strike 1 right on time at 6:35 p.m. Glad you're with us on your Saturday night. Dylan Self, the man calling balls and strikes tonight. Dave Canales is the man in the field. Umpires wearing their black tops. That is a warm one to be in as Cushing misses upstairs for a ball and a strike. Cushing, as you heard Coach Alvarado say it in the pregame, hopefully a silent killer. He was kind of that locked-in mentality today in the clubhouse. That is a sword on strike 2 to Matt Priest, unable to hold his swing. Priest in last night's contest played center field, was 0 for 4, did score 2 runs after reaching on an error and a fielder's choice. Finds himself down 1-2 as this is lifted out to St. Cyr in shallow center. Ranging in a step, and he makes the play for out number 1. Good start for Yakima Valley pitching. They gave up leadoff base runners in 2 of the last 3 games, and there. They're able to retire Priest. And that brings up Tyler Nelson, the shortstop in today's contest. You see Cowlitz in those green tops, orange accents, gray pants, and green socks. It's a unique uniform combination, as Nelson will send this one foul. Cowlitz yesterday wearing black tops with orange accents. Today they elect to go with the green, a forest green. Cushing ahead in the count, 0-1. That one right in there, it's 0-2. Cade Cushing, another new face to this Pippins franchise. Going from the stretch. This is out towards right field. Anderson fighting the sun, and he will make the grab for out number 2. Couple of fly outs here in the first inning to right-handed hitters, and now Paxton Bigby, the lone lefty in the Cowlitz lineup, will stand in. Bigby last night, like I mentioned, 1 for 2. First pitch he sees is just inside. Fastball coming out of the hand of Cushing at around 90. Behind in the count, 1-0. There's a foul at the plate. Now 1-1. Still some people filing in, trying to fight the traffic of the graduation ceremonies over at the Sun Dome. The 1-1 downstairs, it bounces into Senesac. The defense behind Cade Cushing. It's Neil Jansen in left, Jaden St. Cyr in center, and Dylan Anderson in right. Preston Allen's playing third base. Kyler Bittner's at short. Charlie Shebler back at his natural position, second base, and Brett Haggerty is the first baseman. Senesac behind the dish, catching for Cade Cushing. Looking to even the count. The 2-1 is popped up on the infield. Allen calling everyone off, and he makes the grab. It's a 1-2-3 start to the game as Priest, Nelson, and Bigby go down in order. At the end of a half inning, it's Cowlitz 0, Pippins coming up. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Starting pitcher for the Cowlitz Black Bears, it's number 11, Carson Waples. Pitched in one game already this year, 4 innings, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, a walk and a strikeout. He will face Dylan Anderson, Charlie Shebler, and Jaden St. Cyr. And this Pippins offense is going to try and get going early. They've allowed their opponents to get out to hot starts so far, but Cade Cushing was able to hang a 0 there in the first frame. Pitch misses outside at 83 miles an hour. Dylan Anderson batting .231. This is his 7th contest. He had a triple last night to go along with 5 other hits. As he's well ahead in the count, 2-0 here. Still ahead, 3-0. Waples, the 6'3", 160 junior from Mount Hood Community College. His 3-0. Needed one, and he got it. Pitched right there on the black. It's now 3-1. Anderson's going to poke one out towards left. Retreating back is Poffenroth, and he will make the grab for out number 1. Poffenroth was originally supposed to come off the bench today, but after an injury, or I shouldn't say injury, I don't actually know, but after a scratch by Finnegan Stewart, Poffenroth replaces him in left field. And so he is in the lineup. He's due to bat first in the 2nd. So now Charlie Shebler stands in. First pitch upstairs. Waples unable to get ahead of either hitter he's faced. The 1-0 misses outside as the banners above the netting that protects the parking lot creeping to cool off the pitcher and the men in the circle. Batter, catcher, and umpire. Pitch outside. Shebler's way ahead, 3-0. Waples, going to be a junior next year, has a little bit more room to fit into his frame. The 3-0. That one's called a strike. He gets another gift on the black to stay in the count. Shebler calls time to regather himself. Everyone else in bright sunshine. The 3-1 pitch is outside, and Shebler will draw a 1-out walk. Conditions here today at the ballpark, it was 94 degrees at first pitch, clear skies, and actually the National Weather Service had no wind reading, but the flag out there in right field that you can just see into the distance is whipping around every so often. There is just a little bit of a breeze. That pitch in there to Jaden St. Cyr. Listening into a conversation with Brett Haggerty earlier today, and he says that when the sun starts to go down here, the wind does start to swirl. You never know where you're going to get with the atmosphere here. And that was a message that Coach DeGallier told his team on the field right before BP is, if the weather conditions are telling you not to hit it in the air because the wind's going to swirl, let's try and hit some ground balls as St. Cyr sends one a mile high towards foul territory. Davidson ranging over there, and he will make the grab for out number 2. Shebler stays put. Here is the aforementioned Brett Haggerty. Haggerty comes into this one batting .400. Has 4 hits. He's got the best batting average on the team, unless you count James Lawrence, who is 1 for 1, so he's batting 1,000. First pitch in there for a strike. Haggerty does have some pop in his bat, hasn't had a chance to poke one out of the yard yet. Check over to first, not in time. Today would be a decent day to do it if he gets a ball to hit. He's going to have to provide some of the power. Fastball averaging only around 85. He's going to send this one a mile high, just like the last one. This one's more towards the bullpen, and unable to make the catch. The net was obstructing my view. Unable to make the catch. The ball lands in foul territory. That was Poffenroth. So the count's now 0-2 after that towering foul ball. Poffenroth just overran it a little bit. Everybody here resets. Let's see if Brett can straighten one out. Man at first and 2 down. No, it's a check over to first. Not in time, says Dave Canales. Again, if you're just joining us, bear with us. The heat has gotten the better of our center field camera and our transmitter out there, so we'll have that fixed tomorrow as Haggerty swings and misses through that one. The Pippins get a base runner via the walk by Charlie Shebler, but nothing more as we're through one scoreless. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Cowlitz went quietly. Fly out, pop out in the first inning, and now it'll be 4, 5, and 6 to face Cade Cushing. Was able to get the first 1, 2, 3 inning for the Pips on defense since the 4th inning of yesterday's contest. First pitch is a towering fly ball out to shallow right. Jansen ranging in, and he reaches up and makes the grab. A fly out to every position now, and a pop out to third base. That's 4 batters and 4 outs. I'll bring up Josh Hansen. I know it's early in the contest, but it is refreshing to see Cade Cushing with the success he's had already after a couple of long first 3 innings the last 2 days. First pitch strike to Josh Hansen, who is batting .333 after going 1 for 3 last night. Scored 2 of the 8 runs for Cowlitz in his first game. There's strike 2 right away. Cushing up to 14 pitches. That's a pretty good pace here through 1 1/3. He's ready now with an 0-2. That one just missing. TrackMan data had that one below the zone. It's now 1-2. Cushing working semi-quickly. The 1-2 home is downstairs. Sinisak able to block it. Sinisak's been the primary catcher for the Pippins so far this summer. This is his 6th game behind the dish. Here with the new San Jose State right-hander. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Cushing with his first strikeout in a Pippins uniform. And there's 2 down here in the second.
Now batting, number 6, Spencer Kowalski.
5 up and 5 down for Cushing. Now he faces Spencer Kowalski. 0 for 3 on the season in his 2 games played. First offering is right in there. Cushing living in the strike zone right now. There's another one. He's ahead 0-2. "19 strikeouts this last spring with San Jose State. He's got 1. Can he get a second? 0-2 upstairs. Went with the changeup. 80 miles an hour on that pitch. Spin rate really good. Almost 2,300 RPMs. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. Kowalski, the catcher from Centralia College, a native of Salem, Oregon, who just this year got their own West Coast League franchise. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cade Cushing. And he's through 2, facing the minimum. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Pippins nothing and Cowlitz nothing. This is Pippins baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
The first pitch here in the bottom of the second inning, thrown to Kyler Bittner, is down and away for ball 1. Pippins have stranded 1 through 1 inning of play, as that's a line drive out towards left field. Ranging all the way back is Poffenroth. He's able to stab it at the last second to make the grab. Man, I thought for a second there Bittner had lined that one over his head and towards the wall, but instead it's the first out of the inning on the first pitch. So here's Neil Jansen. Went 2 for 4 last night. Drove in the second run of the game for Yakima Valley. Foul tips the first pitch for strike 1. Neil really wanting this offense to strike early as he pulls this one into left field. It stays fair and goes all the way to the corner. Poffenroth unable to handle it. Neil Jansen motors into second base, and he will stand there with a 1-out double. The first hit of the ball game for the Pips. That ball came off the bat at 96 miles an hour. And now a man is in scoring position for Max Senesac, who leads this team in RBIs. Senesac with 4 ribbies on the season. 3 hits to go along with one of those being a home run. First pitch downstairs. Sinisak's home run. He was just able to keep fair down that left field foul pole. 293 to the poles. As now the batter's box is in sunshine, the pitcher's mound in shadows. Jansen dancing around at second base. Sinisak lines one back up the middle. A hop right into Garatino, and he will retire the out. Neil Jansen is now 90 feet away, but there's 2 down for Cole Hansen, the newbie.
Now batting, number 5, Cole Hansen.
Hansen got in yesterday, was able to catch a couple of bullpens to try and get to know some of his pitchers. He is a catcher, but designated hitter in tonight's game. Spent this last season with the Oklahoma Sooners. Did not see any action, and just recently committed to Cal Baptist. A little bit closer to his home of Norco, California. He sees strike 1. Cole, that Oklahoma commitment was more of a legacy thing. His sister played for the Sooners softball team as he swings and misses for that one. Tell that story the next time he comes around. He's got an early opportunity to make an impact with his new team. The 0-2 pitch. Put it in play over to first, but right at Bigby, who's able to stride a couple of steps over to the bag and record the out. The Pippins leave 1 at third base off a double by Neil Jansen, and we head to the 3rd. We're still scoreless here at Yakima County Stadium.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Top of 3rd inning, and it's 7, 8, and 9 to up for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Cade Cushing was able to punch out back-to-back batters in the 2nd, and now we'll face Trent Wainfeld, Sam Davidson, and Nicky Garatano
Now batting, number 17, Trent.
as he continues his first trip through the Cowlitz order. Scoreless through 2. Standing in is Wainfeld. First pitch nearly hits Trent Wainfeld, the senior from Los Angeles. What part? I couldn't tell you. The 1-0 pitch. That one's inside. Again, if you're just joining us, bear with us as the heat is affecting our transmitter and our center field camera, so we are down to 1 camera tonight, but we'll still get you as good of a view as we can. The 2-0. Did he go around? Yes, he did, says Dave Canales. It's now 2-1. Cushing's been around the zone a lot so far here in 2+ innings. Two 2-1 just upstairs. Through his 26 pitches, 16 strikes, 10 balls. 3 of those balls have come in this inning, though. He has been very efficient. Cushing's 3-1. That's inside. There's the first base runner of the game for Cowlitz.
Now batting, number 4, Sam Davidson.
Now, you knew at some point these bats were going to be able to find a way on base. Cushing's first blemish of the night. Let's see how he does under the pressure of a man on now. First pitch lifted out to center field, hit off the bat of Sam Davidson. St. Cyr unable to come up with it. The ball pops out of his glove. Both runners will advance 90 more feet. And it's second and third on a rare error out there in center by Jaden St. Cyr. He was fighting the sun on that one and just unable to come up with it cleanly. Might have been a little bit of miscommunication between St. Cyr and Jansen, but typically anything shaded more towards the gaps is the center fielder's ball. So now it's second and third, nobody out, and Cowlitz, after getting their first base runner on a walk, is threatening to score here. Cushing responds with a first pitch strike. That is now the 25th error of the season for Yakima Valley. This is game number 8. This one is sent foul into the screen. Cushing way ahead, 0-2. At this point, early in the game, you just want to limit damage. You would trade a run for an out, whether that's a sacrifice fly or a ball in the infield. The 0-2. That one poked foul. Staying alive is Nicky Garitano. Second baseman today, batting .286. Last night was 2 for 5. Also reached on a pair of errors. He's still behind in the count, 0-2. Cushing fires, and there's called strike 3. Third punch out of the day for Cade Cushing. Big first out here in the third inning.
Now batting, number 26, Matt Priest.
That'll bring back the top of the order, Matt Priest. Priest has not driven in any runs so far this year. This is his 5th game with Cowlitz. He did score twice last night. This one is lined up the middle, and it's going to fall in front of St. Cyr. 1 run is home. They will hold up the trail runner, Davidson, and Cowlitz is out to a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Matt Priest.
Number 5, Tyler Nelson.
Only hit off the bat at 66 miles an hour, but it was into no man's land. And so it's a runners at the corners situation here with 1 out. Cushing would love a ground ball right to Kyler Bittner. This one is lined. Bittner unable to come up with that one. It's into left field. Back-to-back RBI singles by the Cowlitz Bats. And it's 2-0. Black Bears in front.
Now batting, number 36, Paxton Pippins.
Well, you knew it was going to be tough to keep the runners from scoring with 2 in scoring position and nobody out. And just a couple of soft exit velo balls that nobody even had a chance on. They were just hitting good spots. First pitch is down and away to Paxton Bigby. Max Senesac is going to go chat with his pitcher in his first little bit of struggles here. Cushing with San Jose State only gave up 25 runs. 24 of them were earned. There's 2 in so far and 2 more waiting on the base paths with 1 out. It was a leadoff walk and then an error by St. Cyr in center. A strikeout by Garitano for the first out, but then back-to-back singles by the top of the order. And now the table is set for Paxton Bigby here in the third. Bigby with 1 RBI on the season. It came last night. Hit a sacrifice fly in the second inning. Wave and a miss at a nasty off-speed pitch by Cushing. The count now is 1-1. Well, you like Cushing's off-speed. High spin rate, deceptive out of the hand. 1-1 skips in front of the plate, but Max Sinisak able to put a body on it. Cushing not going to completely overpower you. Fastball only sitting in the upper 80s. Might touch a 90 mile an hour every once in a while, but he's going to have to be crafty here with 2 on and 1 out. That pitch misses well outside, 3-1. You don't want to walk the bases loaded. Cushing going to have to dig deep here. Checks the runners twice, now the 3-1. This is on a line through the right side. Getting the wave at third, now the late stop sign comes up as a good throw by Anderson into Haggerty. Keeps the man at third base. But the bags are juiced. And now Gavin Poffenroth will be the batter. 3 straight singles here in the third. That one came off the bat a little bit harder, 101 from the lumber of Bigby. Corners will play in, protecting from the bunt. The middle infield playing for a double play as the first pitch. Suddenly, Cushing having trouble finding the strike zone. Dylan Self says that one was high. One ball, no strikes. This is trouble. Heading for the gap in left center field. It's going to go all the way to the warning track. 2 runners are home. Bigby gets the stop sign at third base. It's a 2 RBI double by Gavin Poffenroth, who was 0 for 5 on the season coming into that at-bat. Now 4 straight hits for the Cowlitz Black Bears. And what was a try and get out of it with only 1 or 2 has now turned into stop the bleeding any way you can. 4 runs are across. There's still only 1 out. First pitch strike there to Josh Hansen, who struck out back in the second. The Pippins were hoping after 6 straight retired by Cushing that they'd be in for a little bit less of an adventure on the defensive side of the ball, but with a 4-0 deficit now, again early in the game, the offense is going to have to respond yet again. They've been unable to the last couple of days. One pitch is spoiled away foul. Might have been in a little bit. Cushing's had to work hard here in this inning. He's now up to 44 pitches. Got through an inning and a third on 14. Pitch count has skyrocketed here. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Dylan Self will punch out Hansen. Second time he's been down on strikes. Cushing now an out away from plugging the hole. Spencer Kowalski is the 9th man to stroll to the plate for the Black Bears here in this third inning. 4 across on 4 straight hits. A walk and an error as well. As Kowalski's going to scorch one out towards deep right. Anderson will reach up and glove it for out number 3. But the damage has been done. Cowlitz strikes for 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 on the base paths. And they now have a 4-run cushion as we go to the bottom of the third. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Preston Allen sees first pitch outside for ball 1. It's 9-1-2 due up for Yakima Valley as Carson Waples finds himself now with a 4-run cushion. He's behind in the count 2-0, but it was a leadoff walk issued to Wainfeld, an error by St. Cyr that allowed Davidson to reach, and then 4 straight hits, 3 singles and a double by the top of the order. Allen's going to ground one right to Bigby. He's going to take it to the bag himself. Back-to-back putouts by the first baseman. We do flip the lineup card back over to the top here in the third. See if Dylan Anderson can get started with 1 out here. Anderson has 6 hits on the season. Watches strike 1 there. Anderson committed to Grand Canyon. That pitch just downstairs. 6'3", 200 from Chino Hills, California. He's now ahead in the count, 2-1. It was Dylan Anderson who scored the first run of the season. As now this one is pulled foul. Oh, that was close. That was just foul. Dave Canales makes the call. No argument from the Pippins dugout. They would have had a pretty good view of it. So now the count's 2-2 as Bigby settles back into his position. Wave and a miss. Anderson, the ball gets by. The throw's going to go by Kowalski down to first. And that's out number 2. So now here's Charlie Shebler. Reached on a walk in the first inning. He was the first base runner for the Pips. Was left there after a fly out by St. Cyr and a strikeout by Haggerty. Charlie with some fans in the stands. Host family most likely. Maybe some family, as this one is past the diving third baseman Davidson. Shebler's on base for the second time today. He's picked up his first hit of the night, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Pips.
Number 1, Jaden St. Cyr.
Jaden St. Cyr back up to bat. Popped out foul to the third baseman Davidson back in the first. Pick throw over to first, not in time. St. Cyr, a rare error out in center field back in the top of the inning. Typically a pretty sure-handed outfielder, but forgot to wear the gold glove for that play with Sam Davidson. The 0-1 pitch is just inside. It's now 1-1. Just high and just inside, according to Dylan Self. This pitch is ripped into left field. It's going to get down in front of Poffenroth. Back-to-back singles here for the Pippins as they're trying to put something together with 2 outs. Pitch off the bat. 89 mile an hour. Now Brett Haggerty strolls in. Crowd trying to encourage Brett to break the goose egg here in the bottom of the third. Waples has given up a base runner in every inning as he misses inside there, but has been able to get out of it in both innings. Hang a couple of zeros. Flags are standing still. Brett Haggerty gets a fastball and he drives it. This one's going to get down in front of Poffenroth. Turning around third, Poffenroth falls down. The trail runner St. Cyr is on his way to the plate. It's a 2 RBI double by Brett Haggerty. And the Pippins have cut the lead in half. St. Cyr was able to score after Poffenroth fell down. Haggerty is safe at second base. There we go. There's some earlier offense for the Pippins. Second double of the game for Yakima Valley, and now Kyler Bittner stands in, a man in scoring position. Waples finally surrenders a couple of runs. Pick throw over to second. No one was covering. He instead had to throw it over to Garrett Tino, who was not exactly planning on covering the bag. Haggerty not too much of a threat to run, although he was in motion last night. First pitch strike to Kyler Bittner. Bittner from Kanata College, Northern California native. That one's in there as well. Today playing shortstop. For the first 4 games of the year, he was playing second base. But now with Shebler's arrival and giving Gage Reeser a chance to get the day off, he's back at short. 0-2 pitch, and Bittner was fooled the whole time. But not before Brett Haggerty gets the Pippins on the board with a 2 RBI double. It's now 4-2. Cowlitz on top of Yakima Valley. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Middle innings are upon us here at Yakima County Stadium. It's 4-2 Cowlitz over Yakima Valley. I've got to extend a hello and a thank you for watching to my family back home in Sutherland, Nebraska. They've got a fire pit going, and if we get a chance, we have a one-camera stream, but if we get a chance, there is something burning out on the mountains past left field. So we'll see if we can get you a shot of that. That's the only reason I bring that up. Because they get to enjoy a fire pit in a controlled environment. And there is something out there by the mountains on fire. You know what else is on fire? The Pippins bats finally. They struck for 2 there in the bottom of the third after giving up 4. That's where we sit now, 4-2. Black Bears over the Pippins. Cade Cushing is back out there, trying to get back to what he was doing in the first 2 innings as he just misses there. Count's now 1-1. Good to see the Pippins bats get on the board in the first 3 innings. The 1-1 is golfed out towards right field. It sends Jansen back, but he's able to make the grab before he dips into the shadows over there of the 16-foot wall. So now Sam Davidson will bat for the second time tonight. Cowlitz did send 9 men out to the plate. As there you see a little bit of smoke in the air. Davidson reached on that error by St. Cyr. First pitch he sees is called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Cushing was able to face 6 through 2 innings, but then had some trouble there in the third. Gave up the 4 spot on 4 hits. And now the Martinez, California native trying to settle back in. And actually, my previous league I worked in had a team in Martinez. Cool little connection there as there's strike 2. 1 balls and 2 strikes. Martinez native attending San Jose State. Now the 1-2. This one on the ground, foul. Good play over there by the third base coach for Cowlitz. Davidson came into the game batting .333. He was 3 for 9 in 3 games. This one's right back where it came from. Diving is Shebler. He's unable to grab it, and it trickles into center field for a hit. Well, you thought Cushing might have had a chance at it, and Shebler gave his best effort. But another weak ball off the bat that was just placed where no one could grab it. It's now the 5th hit for Cowlitz as it's the number 9 hitter, Nicky Garitano, up to the plate. Squaring to bunt, he gets it down. Sinisak's going to field it. The toss on to Haggerty is accurate and in time. Good play by Sinisak behind the dish. There's 2 outs now.
Now batting, number 26.
Does advance the runner on to second. But we're back to the top of the order. Matt Priest. Single, drove in a run back in the 3rd. He also flew out to start the game. First pitch is ripped down the left field line, and it will stay fair. This one's all the way at the wall. This one will score a run. It's an RBI double for Matt Priest, and he's halfway to the cycle, driving in his 2nd run of the game.
Now batting, number 5.
Second double of the afternoon for Cowlitz. It's now 5-2 as the Black Bears have struck for one more. Still manageable game though. 3 runs. You just got to stop the bleeding here. The first pitch is sent out towards Bittner. What a stop out there. The throw is going to sail way high and right into the Cowlitz dugout. Not only will Nelson be able to advance a bag, but a high throw from Bittner after an incredible stop allows another run to come across. That is just a tough break. Bittner was able to glove that thing on the high hop, but then just sailed that ball over the tall frame of Brett Haggerty and into the dugout. Bittner and some of the coaching staff were out on the field earlier trying to smooth out the playing surface. Was able to play that hop masterfully, but unable to make an accurate throw, get his feet under him. Sixth run across now. Second run scored by Matt Priest. This one's a slow dribbler off the end of the bat. Bittner going to have to hurry. He throws over. Is it in time? No. Dave Canales says safe. Bigby able to just beat it out on the infield single. Now the runners will be at the corners. When it rains, it pours, it seems like. Pippins had 2 opportunities to get out of the inning, but an error and now an infield single from the big first baseman, Paxton Bigby. First pitch on the ground out towards Allen at third. He throws across accurately and in time. Poffenroth is out on 1 pitch, but not before 2 more runs are allowed to come across. It's now 6-2. The Pippins trail by 4 again. They're going to have to respond in the bottom of the 4th. This is Pippins baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn dish soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Neil Jansen, the first man to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. The Pippins trail again by 4. After giving up 2 in the top of the fourth inning, Jansen swings and misses through the first pitch. The pitcher, Waples, was so quick out to the mound, he was done throwing his warm-up pitches, and left fielder Poffenroth hadn't even made it out of the dugout yet. Misses there. It's 1-1. Waples was tagged for 2 runs back in his last outing. He went 4 innings. This is his 4th inning of work. He's given up 4 hits. That one way away. It's 2-1. Pippin's going to have to get some offense here. Nobody up in the bullpen for the Black Bears. Jansen's way ahead in the count, 3-1. That's a good start. Waples ready. That one caught the zone. It's now 3-2. Just at the top, Waples was able to sneak it in there. Now the payoff pitch. Jansen well out in front of this one. It's going to make its way over towards the parking lot. We'll do it again at 3-2. That was 96 off the bat, but definitely in front. Jansen doubled in the second. Here's the payoff. This one is yanked foul again. That parking lot's going to be littered with baseballs at this rate. Neil Jansen. Let's see if he can wait just that 1/8 of a second and keep it fair now. Another payoff pitch. That one missed upstairs. Jansen able to lay off, and there's a leadoff base runner.
Now batting, number 46, Max Senesac.
Here comes Max Senesac. He was retired on a ground out back in the second inning that advanced Neil Jansen to third. Senesac wearing the light blue sleeves under his white Pippins uniform. He's going to send a line drive out to center field. Chasing back, still back, diving play by Hansen out in center field. Senesac was about 3 feet from a line drive that got over the head of Hansen and all the way to the wall. But a 94-mile-an-hour exit velo doesn't pay off here. And now Cole Hansen will bat for the second time. Simply goes down as a hit to the center fielder, although it was an adventure out there. Hansen got turned around quite a bit. And so after Josh Hansen made the catch out in center field, it's now Cole Hansen for the Pippins who will be up to bat. No relation to my understanding. Check over to first, not in time. Josh Hansen, a native of San Francisco, California. Another check over to first, not in time. The ball was dropped. Cole Hansen, a native of Norco, California, and I promised a story the next time he came around. Attended Oklahoma last season before committing to Cal Baptist a couple days ago, but that one way inside. His sister, Kenzie, was a 4-time national champion with Oklahoma during that dominant run from 21 to 24 and is currently a professional with the Oklahoma City Spark. Hansen's going to pick up his first hit in a Pippins uniform here. Neil Jansen rounds first. He's on his way to second. Cole Hansen wisely throws the brakes on at first. It's runners at the corners with one out. Jansen and Hansen, the two men on base. And now Preston Allen trying to drive in a third run for the Pips and cut the lead back into half again. First pitch outside to Preston Allen. Started the day batting .057. He was 1 for 17. And that one hit came back in a pinch hit appearance in the 9th inning during game 2. He's going to serve one out towards left field. This should be deep enough to score the run. The catch is made by Poffenroth. Jansen will tag at third and make his way home. So the lead is cut in half. Cole Hansen stays put at first base. Nobody cut off the throw, but he probably would have been out anyway had somebody come up with it. So it's a sac fly for Preston Allen. That's his first RBI. 2 down now here in the inning. But it's only a 3-run ball game now. Check over to first. The ball hits Hansen. It's now Dylan Anderson trying to drive in his first RBI of the season. That pitch misses. Anderson would love another triple like he had last night. That would definitely score Cole Hansen. 1-0, misses just inside. Waples has been just a little bit erratic with the strike zone. He's had a lot of deep counts. Pippins hitters starting to figure him out. 3 runs on 5 hits. Anderson's going to send a soft line drive out towards right field, and it's going to fall. Hansen was running with 2 outs. He's going to make it to third. It'll be runners on the corners with 2 outs. First hit of the night for Dylan Anderson. Cole Hansen doing his job with 2 outs and continuing to run, and now back-to-back lefties. Charlie Shebler is getting set to face Waples, but not before a visit on the mound. The Pippins trying to push another one across here. All their runs so far in this game have come with 2 outs. It was 3 straight hits in the 3rd inning, and a Brett Haggerty 2 RBI double that cut the lead in half at the time to 4-2. Cowlitz was able to strike for 2 in the top of the 4th. The Pippins 1 home here in the 4th. Certainly would love to get Hansen across. As now Dylan Self will head out to the mound to break up the meeting as some action begins down in the bullpen for Cowlitz. Nobody was throwing prior to that, so definitely not a pitching change here. Waples on the ropes a little bit. On the night, he's thrown 59 pitches. He'll elect to go from the stretch here with runners at the corners. Pitch number 60, no, it's a check over to first. Anderson is back diving. Pretty good crowd here on a Saturday night, braving some of the heat early. Now pitch number 60. That one's called a strike. Shebler picked up a hit in the 3rd. Came around to score. He also walked. He's been on base both times. The 0-1 slowly finds its way to the plate. It's 1-1. 71 out of the hand. Shebler looking for his 3rd RBI of the season. The 1-1. He's going to rip this one over the glove of Bigby at first.
Hansen is home. Not stopping at first is Shebler. He's in the second. Anderson's going to try and score all the way from first. And 2 runs are across here in the fourth. 3 total in the inning. It's now 6-5. Shebler with a huge double here in the fourth inning. And the Pippins are right back into this one. Eddie Kribbe being aggressive with 2 outs there. Continued to wave the windmill and send Anderson home. It's now 6-5, and that is all for Carson Waples. Head coach Dan Spencer's seen enough. We're going to have a pitching change here in the fourth inning. Don't go anywhere. Cowlitz 6, Yakima Valley 5. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Back-to-back hits with 2 outs here in the fourth inning have forced Carson Waples out of the game. The new pitcher for Cowlitz is number 16, Harley Eshelman from Puget Sound. The native of Mill Valley will be a senior next year, 6'2", 180. Stands in on the bump. It is Charlie Shebler's second hit of the night. 2 RBI as Dylan Anderson was able to score all the way from first with 2 outs. With Puget Sound, Eshelman had a 3.12 ERA, was 4-1 through 13 games, pitched in 17 1/3 innings. Gave up 16 hits, but only 6 runs. 4 walks to 22 strikeouts. A little bit harder throwing than his counterpart Carson Waples. The Pippins have brought this back to a 1-run game. 2 RBI double by Charlie Shebler. And now Jaden St. Cyr got a single and scored back in the third, still trying to atone for that error in the top of the third. That hit back in the third was St. Cyr's 4th of the season. His 5th would come in a huge spot, as with 2 outs it would tie the game. Just needs something through a gap. A big one there on the right side. Fouling it back. St. Cyr is behind in the count, 0-2. You'd love to take advantage of the runner in scoring position here, after Waples was unable to get through 4. The runner Shebler is his responsibility. 5 runs across so far.
The 0-2 pitch is nowhere near. Crowd here trying to encourage Jaden St. Cyr to pick up a knock. Three runs across here in the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. St. Cyr stays alive. That one fouled back towards the concourse. On deck is Brett Haggerty, so even if St. Cyr can't get a hit, if he can get on, you send some real power to the plate with 2 outs. 1-2 is a wave and a miss. St. Cyr strikes out for the first time tonight. And Charlie Shebler is left stranded for the second time, but the Pippins score 3 in response to a 2 spot in the top. It's now a 1-run ball game. This is Pippins baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Top of the 5th inning. Cowlitz finds themselves only up by 1 now. Although they put up a 4 spot in the 3rd and a 2 spot in the 4th, the Pippins were able to respond with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd and 3 in the bottom of the 4th. We're back to a 1-run ball game. 7 hits apiece. The only difference in errors is the Pippins with 2. Cade Cushing still out there to start his 5th inning of work. First pitch right in there. Cade Cushing had those 2 treacherous 3rd and 4th inning appearances, but first pitch strike. Let's see if he can get back on schedule. Downstairs. He was able to face 6 through 2 innings and then let 9 men come to the plate in the 3rd. 7 men to the plate in the 4th. Unlike the last 2 nights, Pippin's offense has been firing. 5 runs through 4 innings. The 1-1 is grounded out to Bittner at short. High hop. Sets his feet. It's dug out by Haggerty, and they got him. A little bit of a delayed call by Dave Canales, but he punches out Josh Hansen. Bittner able to recover after sailing one over Haggerty's head back in the 4th inning. You take away a pair of errors in the 2nd and or in the 3rd and the 4th innings, and Pippins are up 5-4. That one catches the zone. Cushing in a rhythm.
The 0-1 is off the end of the bat and into left center field. Jansen's able to come up with it and throw a dot into shortstop. It's a one-out hit for Spencer Kowalski, who just got his first hit here in the 2025 season. Let's take a look at some of the other action going on around the West Coast League. As in the North Division, Nanaimo is up 2-1 on Wenatchee in the top of the fifth. Port Angeles and Victoria in a contest, 2-0. Victoria trails. The runner goes. The pitch is off the end of the bat again. Bittner at short. Fires on the run. Did they get him? No, he's safe. Canales makes the tee with the arms, and it's back-to-back hits. Kelowna and Kamloops tied at 3 in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Richfield and Walla Walla score has not been entered into the league score updates as started yet, so I wonder if they're in a delay. First pitch is sky high off the bat of Sam Davidson. St. Cyr settles under it, and no advance by Spencer Kowalski. That's a much-needed second out after back-to-back hits. Corvallis and Bend are in the top of the fifth inning. The Elks up 5-2 on the Knights. Bellingham and Edmonton tied at 2 in the top of the seventh inning, and Marion Berries and Portland tied at 0 in the bottom of the third. Everybody in game 2 of their weekend series. First pitch off the end of the bat, and this one is trouble. It bounces all the way into the corner. Anderson's going to have to pick it up right in front of the pole. One run is home. It's an RBI double by Nicky Garatino, and it's 7-5. Cowlitz over Yakima Valley.
Number 26.
Runners will be at second and third. Pippins trying to get one more out of Cushing before they turn it over to the bullpen. It's Jackson Burtis getting loose down there. Just need one more to get Cushing through 5. Wave and a miss by Matt Priest. Flew out on the first pitch to start the game, but then a single and a double in the third and the fourth. Bats now here in the fifth. Oh, 0-1 a week, swing and a miss by Priest. Cushing's down to his final strike against Priest. Four strikeouts on the night for Cade Cushing. Does he have a big fifth one in him? The 0-2 pitch. Downstairs, good block by Senesac to keep the runners at bay. Still ahead in the count with Tyler Nelson waiting on deck. He had an RBI single back in the third. Priest in the box. Cushing on the bump. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's right over our heads. Fouled straight back. That one was coming in hot, too. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Priest putting up a little bit of a fight here. Fifth pitch of the at-bat. That one just outside. Crowd here wanted it. Cushing definitely wanted it. Count moves to 2-2.
This next throw will be pitch number 74 of the night. Cushing ready. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, this one's going to trickle down the baseline, but it will roll foul. That one just kind of spinning weird, and Matt Priest shaking out his hand. Definitely got that in a weird spot on the bat, whether it was off the end or right in the middle. Longer at bat. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cushing on the way to the plate. Swing and a miss. Big 5th strikeout for Cade Cushing. He gets through 5 innings. Gives up the 7 runs, and the Pippins trail by 2. But the offensive train going to get back rolling in the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway home here at the Orchard.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Brett Haggerty leads us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pippins trail by 2, 7-5. Yakima Valley left Charlie Shebler on the base paths after a double that scored a couple of runs in the 4th. Brett Haggerty, 1 for 2 tonight, had a 2 RBI double back in the 3rd. That pitch catches the inner black. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Haggerty, the last 2 seasons on the roster for Yakima Valley College, led the league in home runs his freshman year, but then sat out as a redshirt this last season in preparation to transfer to Coppin State, where he will be playing next season. He faces a 2-1 count here as that one evens it at 2 apiece. Everything has been inside to Haggerty, who stands relatively close to the plate. Doesn't crowd it by any means, but is not at the edge of the box either. Definitely not giving him anything to hit. The 2-2, that one just up against the netting. Some young fans really wanted that one to be a souvenir, but they'll have to wait. Players starting to enjoy some of the shade that's creeping over the field. It's been a warm one today. It was 94 degrees when the game started. The 2-2's inside near the hands. The counters run full. I've got 2 fans running up here in the broadcast booth, and still a little bit of perspiration. It's going to be just as warm tomorrow, nearing the triple digits. The payoff pitch. Haggerty takes ball 4 upstairs. Leadoff base runner for the Pippins here in the second straight inning. So now Kyler Bittner, 0 for 2 today. He'll try and make up for an error back in the 4th inning that allowed one of the 7 runs across. Just about an hour and a half into this one. Bittner squares to bunt. He will pull back as the ball gets through the legs of Kowalski. First thing I think of when I hear the name Kowalski is the Penguins of Madagascar. Might be just me, but those of you that grew up in the 2000s will know what I'm talking about. There's a strike into Kyler Bittner. He pulled the bunt back. Kowalski, of course, the smart one of the group. Those 4 Penguins span 3 movies and a spinoff. Pitch down and away, 2-1. Spencer Kowalski. Sounds like a ball player. A couple of prominent Spencers in the major leagues. A couple of them play for the Atlanta Braves. Spencer Strider, Spencer Schwellenbach. Swing and a miss by Bittner. Spencer Steer, of course, for a little while. Kyler Bittner in a 2-2 count. This one is a high chop back up the middle. Does anyone get it? No. Nelson dove for it, but it trickled past him into center field. Back-to-back base runners, and with nobody out, the Pippins bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
Number 36, Neil Jansen.
Much needed hit for Kyler. Picks up his 6th knock on the season. Now Neil Jansen, who's been on base both times tonight. Man in scoring position. Bittner trails him at first. Sun going to be a factor on the right side of the infield as Neil squares to bunt. Bigby charges. It's popped up. The ball is going to be caught by the pitcher. That is Eshelman. Haggerty able to scamper back in time, and that is not the result you wanted with nobody out and a bunt.
Number 46, Max Sennesack.
Jansen unable to get it done. We'll see what the sign is for Sennesack. Has been able to get some bunts down in the past, but you also know that Sennesack has cranked a home run at this ballpark already. One out now. Sennesack swinging away. This one gets by Bigby. It's into right field. Haggerty is going to be waved home. The throw goes to second base, and it's a 1-run ball game. Max Sennesack able to drive in 1 on the single. Sennesack picks up his 5th RBI of the season. Now Cole Hansen, who got his first hit as a Pippin in the previous inning, will stand in with the tying run 90 feet away. Let's see what Cole can do here. 1 for 2 on the day, scored a run. Nobody up in the Cowlitz bullpen. Pitch well away. Kowalski had to dive out towards the left-hand batter's box to make the stop. One ball, no strikes. Hansen sees strike 1. already made an immediate impact with the Pippins here, thanks to that single in the run in the fourth, but trying to come up even bigger here and drive home the tying run. Runner at first goes. Sinisak's going to have second base easily. No throw as the pitch was wide. So now two are in scoring position for Hansen. Base hit could possibly take the lead. Hansen with his star-spangled batting gloves. 2-1 pitch is a wave and a miss. On deck is Preston Allen. It would be a righty-lefty matchup. Allen drove in a run back in the fourth on a sac fly. Now Cole Hansen, the 2-2. Outside. There is a base open at first. So a walk would not immediately hurt you if you're Cowlitz. But Preston Allen, who was an all-star last year with the Pippins, trying to break over the hump. The payoff pitch. Spoiled foul. Good job of Hansen to stay alive. The lead runner is Bittner at third. Max Senisak is in at second base after a stolen base on a single. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Eshelman's pitch. Foul back. Hansen able to just get enough of it to stay alive. Anticipation building here at the ballpark. Pippins fans would love the tying run to come across. Second and third, 1 out. Eshelman ready with another payoff. Hansen lines one. It's over the glove of Nelson and into left center. 1 run is in. The stop sign thrown up for the trail runner Senisak. But Cole Hansen comes through. His first RBI as a Pippin ties this game. Kyler Bittner comes across. And now it'll be runners at the corners again. Two hits on the night for Hansen. We'll see what he does here with second base open. Top of the order is looming for the Pippins. First pitch to Allen is upstairs for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the 5th inning. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Again, there is a base open. It's now second base. Hansen with a decent lead over at first. He's chased back. He's back in standing. Two balls and no strikes to Preston Allen from Cal Poly. Former All-Star. Trying to get it done, the 2-0. That one inside. Allen in a very favorable hitter's count. A walk would load the bags for Dylan Anderson in the top of the order. The 3-0 pitch. Needed one and got one. Eshelman trying to fight his way back into this one. Preston Allen still needs to be selective at the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Spoils that one into the screen. And so Eshelman is back into the count. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Senesac at third and Hansen at first. Eshelman's payoff pitch. Allen serves one softly. It is foul. Just to the left side of that left field foul line. Thing came off the bat at 54 miles per hour. Allen was able to stay alive, almost got a hit. Let's see if he can straighten it out. 2 on, 1 out, the payoff pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Dylan Self punches out Preston Allen. That is out number 2 here in the inning.
Number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Unable to hold up his swing was Preston Allen. But now Dylan Anderson back to the plate for the 4th time already. He went around, it's strike 1. Outfield playing Anderson to push. Center fielder Hansen is playing more towards left center. Anderson ripped a triple down the right field line last night. 0-1 is inside. So that surprises me that they play him to push on a fly ball. Eshelman is pumping in his fastball at 90 mile an hour, so I guess there is a possibility he could be late, but 1-1, he is late there. Counts now 1-2. You'd love to get Senesac across to take the lead, but at the very least, the Pippins have been able to fight back every time, and they've tied this game. The 1-2 pitch. Anderson stays alive, too close to take. Inning was led off by a Brett Haggerty walk. He would come around to score, as would Kyler Bittner on back-to-back RBI singles by Max Senesac and Cole Hansen. A 1-2 pitch. Anderson fouling it back. Pippins' bats have been able to put up a couple of good fights against Black Bear pitching. Eshelman in his so far 1 1/3 innings already approaching 40 pitches. Nobody up in the bullpen. The 1-2. Never got it on the breaking ball. Pitch stayed high and away the whole time. If Anderson could get on base, it would bring up Charlie Shebler, who has a single and a double tonight and 2 RBI. 2-2 is served down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No. It hops against the fence down behind the Pippins bullpen. Anderson was just late on that one. Count will remain 2-2, as this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Missed again with the breaking ball. Didn't quite have it out of the hand. So now the count runs full. Hansen's going to get a head start over at first. Anderson trying to just put something in play. 2 on, 2 outs, and the payoff pitch. Foul back, staying alive. Anderson channeling his inner Bee Gees. Dylan was unsuccessful in his first 2 at-bats. He flew out and struck out. He singled and scored in the 4th when the Pippins scored 3.
2 across here in the 5th. Another payoff pitch. This one is soft on the hands. It's out towards second base and bobbled by Garitano. Max Sinisak scores, and the Pippins have a lead for the first time tonight. An error out there by Garitano, and the Pippins lead 8-7. That will send out Dan Spencer to the mound to try and calm down his right-hander. Nobody's been throwing yet for Cowlitz, and so it appears Eshelman will still have to face Shebler. Third run comes across. That's Max Sinisak, and the Pippins in front, 8-7 after falling behind 4-0. They were able to respond with a 2 spot of their own. They gave up 2 more to make it 6-2 and then scored 3 in the 4th. They gave up 1 in the top of the 5th to make it 7 for Cowlitz. But 3 runs across here, and the Pips have the lead. It's been a much more offensive-filled night than previous nights. Burtis is still down in the bullpen for Yakima Valley working on the bands. Cushing north of 70 pitches is probably done for the day. First pitch to Shebler's called a strike. But with the Pippins taking the lead here, if Burtis does enter, even if Cushing stays out there without surrendering a run, he has qualified for a win by going 5 innings. So Pippins offense giving their starter some help. The 0-1, breaking ball upstairs. Eshelman unable to find it with the spinner. He's been high and away on all 3 breaking balls he tried to throw. The count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Shebler watches a pitch outer third. Thought it was away, but Dylan Self calls it a strike. Pippins now trying to push across some insurance. Long pause on the mound by Eshelman. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The throw faked on towards second. The count remains 1-2. The crowd's had a lot to cheer about the last 3 innings for the Pippins on offense. Let's see if Shebler can give them some more to applaud on. The 1-2. Foul tipped into the mitt. Shebler unable to stay alive. But the Pippins strike for 3 more. And they've now taken the lead. It's 8-7 as we head to the 6th inning. Jackson Burtis is on for the Pips. We'll get you his numbers next. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving June and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Pippins have the lead as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Jackson Burtis is the new arm out of the pen for Yakima Valley after Cade Cushing goes 5 and gives up 7 runs on 10 hits. For Burtis on the season, he's appeared in 2 innings of work across 2 games. 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So far, a spotless ERA for him, and he intends to keep it that way as the Pippins have rallied from behind to gab the lead as this is a line drive right at Shebler. Tyler Nelson is out on 1 pitch. We'll take that all night, Jackson. The final line for Cushing was 5 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned. 1 walk to 5 strikeouts. He is the pitcher of record for Yakima Valley as the first pitch is downstairs to Paxton Bigby. That one got away from Senesac. 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch is ripped foul over towards the Cowlitz bullpen. Last little bit of sunlight is peeking through onto the mound. Burtis in just a few spots out there in right field. What's left of the sunlight as that one just misses for ball 3. Senesac held it there for a second, thought he would get the call. Got to be under the lights in no time as we approach the 2-hour mark in this game. 3-1, didn't get the call that time either. And it's ball 4.
Now batting, number 9, Gavin Poffenroth.
So now Gavin Poffenroth back to the dish for the 4th time. His first hit of the season came on an RBI double that drove in 2. He's also flown out and grounded out. Breaking ball down and away for ball 1. Burtis last pitched on June 3rd against Walla Walla. Pitch outside 2-0. Got the win after Colton LaFave was only able to go 4 innings. And that 2-1 victory for the Pips. That was the home opener. Burtis came in and went 2 innings, then Ellis shut the door. This pitch gets by Max Senesac, but Bigby didn't quite read it well enough, so he will stay put at first. It is 3 balls and no strikes. Burtis gonna have to fight back in this count. Graduation ceremonies must be wrapping up at the Sun Dome. Some cars exiting the parking lot as the pitch misses for ball 4. Back-to-back walks after a first pitch line out.
Number 23, Josh Hansen.
Now Josh Hansen, who is 0 for 3 today, gonna stand in with 1 out. Defense has been working pretty good behind Yakima Valley pitching so far today. 2 errors, but one of them a tough luck as that one's inside. It's now 5 straight misses for Burtis. One 1-0, 2 men on, 1 out. That one misses inside as well. Double pump by Senesac. Couple of close calls that have not gone the Pippins away here in the 6th. Dylan Self, the man calling balls and strikes. Dave Canales in the field, waving a miss. Let's see if that helps get Burtis back on track.
Hansen came into today 1 for 3. The 2-1 is well outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Seven runs on 10 hits and 1 error committed by Cowlitz. 8 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors committed by the Pippins. 3-1. This is trailing towards the line. Burtis ranges over, flips over to Haggerty. That ball had some spin and was able to stay fair. That's the second one of those that was kind of dancing along the line. It is the second out. So let's see what Burtis can do here against Kowalski. Pippins took the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're in the top of 6 now. First pitch missing outside. Kowalski was 0 for 5 on the season until the 5th inning when he got his first hit. Came around to score. That was Cowlitz's last run scored. There are 2 men in scoring position here with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs. Burtis does have a base open. Two O's downstairs as well. It's 3-0. On deck is Trent Wainfeld. He's reached twice. Messy middle innings has been the story of this game. 4 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for Cowlitz, 2, 3, and 3 for Yakima Valley, those same innings. The 3-0 pitch. Needed one, and he got it there. It's now 3-1. Need to hang a 0 and see if the offense can continue to do what they're doing. The 3-1. This is out towards left. Jansen ranging over, reaching up, slides, and makes the grab. Nifty play in left field by Neil Jansen. And 2 are stranded for Cowlitz as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-7 Pippins. This is Pips Baseball.
Now with week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Buy Mart since 1955.
It appears we have another new arm on the bump for Cowlitz. Couldn't tell right away, but no, that might still be Eshelman. So despite giving up the lead, Eshelman will remain out there. Cowlitz elects to try and save the bullpen. Thought for a second there that it was number 18 on the bump now, Matt Champion, but nope, it is still Eshelman. working in his second full inning. Got the third out of the fourth inning as well. Wave and a miss by St. Cyr. Eshelman was able to get St. Cyr on strikes in that bottom of the fourth inning. There is a lefty warming up in the bullpen for Cowlitz. St. Cyr sends one foul. Nice play by Coach Kribbe down the line. Big, tall left-hander working down there. It's Alex Buchanan up in the bullpen. So if things get hairy for Eshelman, most likely they'll call on Buchanan. 0-2 to St. Cyr is on the ground out to short. Nelson, he's up with it. He throws over, and what's the call by Dave Canals? He's off the base. Dave took his time to make sure that that call was right. Jaden St. Cyr reaches on a poor throw by Nelson. Might have beat it anyway, but we'll see what the official scoring is. Looks like they gave it an error. So E6 allows St. Cyr on. And now Brett Haggerty. 2 RBI double in the third, walked and scored a run in the fifth. Pips would love to tack on some insurance. Pitch downstairs for ball 1. It is a little surprising they have a left-hander up warming, because after Haggerty, Bittner, Jansen, and Senesac and Hansen are all right-handed. The 1-0 is fouled away. Must be a semi over in that parking lot at the graduation parties. That was not our PA system that made that noise. St. Cyr's the man at first. He's going to get chased back here, but he's in with plenty of time. Haggerty does have home run power. The wind is dead still. Pitch misses inside. It's 2-1. There have been 2 home runs hit by Pippins bats. It was Max Senesac against Walla Walla and Trenton Rowan against Walla Walla, who has since departed from the team. Haggerty sees strike 2. Haggerty looking for something to hit. Picked up his 5th hit of the year back in the 3rd. The 2-2 pitch. This one staying alive. Haggerty. A lot of folks congregating on the Pippins side of the field on top of the third base dugout. That's where the shade was for most of the time, and I can't blame them. When I was down on the field watching batting practice and doing my pregame, it was warm. St. Cyr takes off. The 2-2 is pounded out towards short. Nelson up with it. This throw is accurate. And so St. Cyr doesn't get the stolen base, but he's in at second anyway on the ground out by Haggerty. Man in scoring position with 1 out. The infield will come together as the call will be made to the bullpen. Eshelman will not continue, and it will be Alex Buchanan on next for Cowlitz. Pippins lead 8-7. We have a pitching change here in the 6th. Don't go anywhere. This is Pips Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Rome and Cherry? Leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side. All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
The lefty Alex Buchanan is in the game from Ottawa University. Buchanan, 6'4", 215 on the season for Cowlitz. Has appeared in one game, made a start actually. 3 innings worked, 4 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned, 2 walks to 1 strikeout. He took the loss in that first appearance against Portland. And so he will be on here with 1 out and a man at second base to face 5, 6, and 7 for Yakima Valley. Bittner, Jansen, and Sinasak. The Pippins trying to tack on an insurance run. Buchanan with the Ottawa Braves. 5.67 ERA in 10 games. Only saw 12 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 12 hits and 13 runs on 8 walks and 7 strikeouts. So the Pippins hoping that the lefty can give him something to hit here. First pitch swinging. Bittner sends one out to shallow center, and it's going to fall. Ranging back was Garitano, and Hansen was coming in, but Bittner just struck that one at 62 off the bat. And it'll be first and third with nobody out. Second hit of the night for Kyler. And now Neil Jansen steps to the dish. Tried to bunt 2 runners into scoring position in the 5th inning, but popped out the bunt attempt to the pitcher, Eshelman. Jansen with a big opportunity here, an insurance run 90 feet away. First pitch called a strike by Dylan Self. Now 11 hits on the night for the Pips. We are officially 2+ hours into this one, 8:40 local time. Wave and a miss by Jansen. He's behind in the count 0-2. If you missed it, today was Surprise Saturday, and the surprise here at the ballpark were some nice green Pippins sunglasses. I will definitely be sporting those tomorrow for the 5 o'clock game. Bittner takes off. The ball is on the ground over to third. Holding up is St. Cyr. The Pippins do get a second runner into scoring position, but the run cannot score. Jansen put that one right into the glove of Davidson. So now Max Sinasak is the last hope here in the 6th. RBI single back in the 5th inning. Max continues to tack on to his RBI lead here on the team. He has 5 now. First pitch is just off. Remember tomorrow that Pippins and Black Bears will square off at 5:05 p.m. It's been a lot of 6:35 games this week, but a Sunday game an hour and a half earlier. That one called a strike. It'll be Sunday fun day, so young fans, 12 and under, come on and run the bases after the game. Beat the heat here at the Orchard. 1-1 now. Senesac fouls it away. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then on Tuesday, you can listen to us as the Pippins have a 3-game road series against the Ridgefield Raptors, who are actually off this weekend. They're playing non-league games to try and stay in shape, but not playing West Coast League contests. One ball and 2 strikes. Senesac stays alive. See if Max can put a long at-bat together. As an airplane flies overhead. It was aviation day here in Yakima. There were actually some streets closed over by the airport to try and help accommodate the traffic. There were some big planes, some little planes, fighter jets, old planes, new planes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Senesac watches a pitch inside. Never flown on a plane before. I'm more of a train person myself, but if that was your thing, today was the day to be in Yakima. Of course, the Yakima Airport, a couple of regional flights to Seattle twice a day. One of them's a midnight flight, though. It's 2-2. Senesac pokes one into right field. This is going to get down. 1 run is in. St. Cyr. A hard turn at third, but Bittner holds up. The ball actually popped away. Senesac's going to get to second base. But an insurance run comes home. It's now 9-7 after the hit and the error. Second RBI single of the night for Max Senesac. He continues to produce. St. Cyr scores. Bittner holds up at third. So now here's Cole Hansen, who picked up his first RBI on his second hit as a Pippin. First pitch is inside. Yeah, there's definitely something in the parking lot behind us. Making some noise. The 1-0 is downstairs. You know, there are a lot of small towns across the country, especially where I come from in Nebraska, where if your football field or your baseball field or something is right next to a highway, sometimes the traffic driving by, if they see the lights on, will give a couple of toots on the horn, especially semis. You learn to play with that. The 2-0 pitch. Hansen sees strike 1. Of course, I saw an ad today that I think there's a cruise night coming up next weekend down one of the main streets here in town. A lot of activity is going on around town, but glad you're here watching us here at the ballpark. 2-1 pitch to Hansen. Wave and a miss. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hansen just recently committed to Cal Baptist. Spent the last spring with Oklahoma, but didn't see much playing time. Glad he's playing here. The 2-2 is high and away for a full count. First base is open, and Preston Allen, who is 0 for 2 on the day, waits in the on-deck circle. Here's Buchanan,
And his payoff pitch. Hansen softly out to third. Hops right into the glove of Davidson. On to first. Bigby hauls it in for out number 3. One more run comes across. It's now a 2-run cushion for the Pips. 9-7 as we go to the top of the 7th. This is Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Bottom of the order is due up here against Jackson Burtis in his second inning in relief of Cade Cushing. Glad you're with us. We apologize for the technical difficulties. The heat earlier was affecting our center field camera, and so we're sticking with the one camera stream the rest of the night. Top of the 7th inning starts off with a pitch upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to Trent Wainfeld. Burtis was just a little bit wild in the 6th inning. A pair of walks. But now here in the 7th. Fires strike 1 there. Wainfeld, Davidson, and Garitano. The 2-1 right back where it came from. It'll get into center field for a leadoff hit. That thing was scorched right past the ankles of Jackson Burtis. That is the 11th hit on the night for Cowlitz. So they won aboard with Sam Davidson in the box. Couple of balls out to center field. One was an error, one was a putout. And a single. He's scored twice. Pitch up near the head. It's 1-0. This one on the ground. Diving is Allen. He can't get it. Jansen's able to come up throwing. Back-to-back singles from the bottom of the order, and Cowlitz trying to get back in front.
Number 7, Nikki Garitano.
Nikki Garitano is 0 for 2 today, or 1 for 2 rather. He doubled back in the 5th, drove in a run. Squares to bunt. This one's in the air out towards first. Burtis, tough bobble. The throw is knocked over at first base. Shebler picks it up near the bullpen. The run is coming home. The second one, he is out. 1 run does score. Good throw by Shebler. Keeps us a 1-run game, but standing at second base is Garitano now.
Now batting, number 26, Max.
We'll see
exactly how they score that play. If you want to get creative, you could call it a 1-3-4-2 put out at home. That one rides inside and dings the leadoff man, Matt Priest. It was an error committed by Burtis on the throw over to first. As Anthony Alvarado will head out of the dugout to try and talk with his right-hander. Four errors on the night for Yakima Valley. Waynfield scored on the error. Now Matt Priest on via the hit by pitch. Dylan Self out to break up the meeting. Garetano advanced to second following the error. Just kind of a muddled up play. One out, squaring the bunt and pulling back is Nelson. I don't quite know where the fourth error came from. The Pippins had one in the third, one in the fourth. But that was it up until that error by Burtis. That one in there as well. It's 0-2. In fact, the official box score actually only has the Pippins down for 2 errors. The scoreboard has them down for 4. We'll get that sorted out. 0-2 pitches outside. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The score is 9-8. Cowlitz back within a run. A good strong throw by Shebler prevented the tying run from coming across. As this one is lined back up the middle. Single drops in front of St. Cyr. The throw is cut off by Haggerty on the mound. The bases will be full. And the always dangerous Paxton Bigby is strolling to the plate with 1 out. Garetano at third, Priest at second, Nelson at first. And Garrett DeGallier has seen enough of Jackson Burtis. There's been some action down in the Pips bullpen, and that will most likely be the call here. Waiting for the official signal. There it is. Burtis is done, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. This is Pips Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
The new pitcher in relief of Jackson Burtis is Seth Mahler, 5'11", from Lake Stevens, Washington, attended Whitworth. Mahler on the season did start one game. He's pitched in 2, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. He did take a loss in that first appearance, the first start, but then earned a save thanks to some run support in his second appearance. Paxton Bigby stands in. Came into the night with 2 hits and an RBI. He watches ball 1. 2 hits on the night tonight and a walk. The bases are full. Cowlitz out hitting Yakima Valley 13-12, but the Pippins still up where it matters for now, 9-8. Bigby sends one foul over towards the exiting cars. 1 ball and 1 strike. Something on the ground would most likely end this inning. 1 out. Corners pinched in, middle infield at double play depth. 1-1, this one is trouble. It's down the left field line, and it is all the way to the wall. 1 run is home. Here comes the second. The 3rd run on the way. It's a bases clearing double by Paxton Bigby. He doubles his RBI total on the season, and Cowlitz is back in front, 11-9. Garitano scores, Priest scores from second, and Nelson scores all the way from first. And so erase the decision for Cade Cushing. This game now Mahler, after Jackson Burtis's 3 runners allowed, all come across to score. This pitch is downstairs for ball number 2. A much easier situation to navigate now for Mahler. He inherited a tough situation. 4 runs across here in the 7th. 1 out. 2-0 is nowhere near. Josh Hansen waits in the on-deck circle. He's due. He's 0 for 4, so you'd love to face him with 2 outs instead of 1. 3-0 is inside. It'll be 2 on and 1 out. Josh Hansen. Cade Cushing was able to get through 5. He gave up 7 runs, but his offense was able to storm back. Only 1 of Burtis's 4 runs was earned as Mahler's going to step off. Final line for Burtis, 1 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. As now Mahler struggling to find the strike zone. Seth looking to dial it back in here. The 1-0 is just outside. Senesac doing all he can back there to try and steal some strikes, but Dylan Self, his strike zone has shrunk as the night has gone on. Two balls, no strikes. This one's popped up. Will it stay in play? Senesac able to find it out of the darkening sky, and he makes the grab. The runners stay put. There's now 2 outs. That is a huge second out here. as the 9th man to hit in the inning will stroll to the plate yet again. This is the second time tonight that Spencer Kowalski has been the 9th man to bat in an inning. The last time he was the 9th man, he flew out to right field. See strike one. Mahler ahead in the count. The 0-1 is on the ground over to Brett Haggerty. He scoops it up, and he takes it to the bag himself to stop the damage. But 4 runs come across here in the 7th. And in time for the 7th inning stretch, the Pippins now find themselves down 2. Don't go anywhere at stretch time. Pippins need some offense in the bottom of the inning.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Welcome back to the Orchard. Another beautiful night here in the Yakima Valley. Pippins find themselves down by 2 now after a 4 spot put up by Cowlitz. It's still Buchanan on the mound for the Black Bears. Well, last night, the Pippins were able to get 1 run in the late innings, but 2 nights ago against Walla Walla, the Pippins tried to mount a comeback with 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. That would do the trick here. Only down 2. It's 9-1 and 2 due up for Yakima Valley. Lefty-lefty matchup, rides inside and plunks the Pippins All-Star. So it's a leadoff base runner. And immediately the tying run comes to the plate. The life sort of feels sucked out of this ballpark, but you got to realize that the tying run is in the box now, Dylan Anderson. The go-ahead run stands in the on-deck circle, Charlie Shebler. So this game, anything is still possible. First pitch is fouled straight back by Anderson. Dylan tonight singled, reached on an error. He also struck out and flew out. Buchanan checking the runner at first, Allen. Now Anderson's going to send this one off the end of the bat, but not deep enough, and Allen will stay put at first. There's the first out of the inning. So now Charlie Shebler, who has been on base 3 times tonight. A single, a double that drove in 2, and a walk. Trying to redeem himself after a strikeout that ended the 5th inning. Charlie swinging his torpedo bat. Takes a pitch high and in. Third straight left-handed batter that Buchanan has faced. This is probably more of what the Black Bears were envisioning when they brought him in. The 1-0 is inside.
It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Schebler earlier in this game picked up his 3rd and 4th RBIs. The 2-0 is pulled foul over towards the Cowlitz bullpen. Charlie hit it hard, just unable to keep it inside the bag. Schebler will be a junior at Akron this next season. Native of Batesville, Indiana. Check over to first. Allen is back without a tag. Schebler awaiting the 2-1. Buchanan fires home. Schebler lines this one right at the first baseman, Bigby, and he applies the tag to Allen for an unassisted double play. That is a tough luck double play for the Pips, and they cannot scratch a run across in the 7th despite the hard hit ball by Schebler. We go to the 8th. Pippins down by 2. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Seth Mahler back out there for the 8th inning, as he will face 7, 8, and 9 for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Trent Wainfeld, 2 for 3 tonight. It's 11-9 Cowlitz in front as Mahler fires in strike 1. Schebler on the line out at an exit velocity of 96 miles an hour, but it was right at Bigby, who was able to apply the tag to Preston Allen for the 3rd out of the inning. Allen did the right thing. He froze, but Bigby was right behind him. On the 3rd pitch of the at-bat, it's a ground ball over to Bittner. He throws on to first, but it is late. Infield single for Trent Wainfeld. That's his 3rd hit of the night. So now Sam Davidson will stand in. Tried to score the game's tying run back in the 7th inning, but was thrown out by Schebler. In the end, it wouldn't matter as 3 more would come across. It's only a 2-run ball game. Bunt is pushed foul. If Mahler can hang a 0, you've got 3, 4, and 5 due up for Yakima Valley. So a good opportunity to get something started to at least tie the game and try and extend it. That one right in there. The 0-2 pitch is off the end of the bat. Will it stay in play for Haggerty? Ranging over towards the dugout. He makes the grab. That is a very nice out number one and really helps the Pips.
Number 7, Nikki Garrett.
Foul out for out number one. Nicky Garitano stands in. Cowlitz retook the lead on a 4 spot in the top of the 7th. Runner goes. Sinisak strong arm. The throw bounces under the glove of Schebler. Backing up the throw is St. Cyr. Stolen base for Trent Wainfeld. Sinisak's got a really good arm behind the dish. Just that one unable to be grabbed by Schebler out there. The count is 1-0. The pitch was high and in. That one finds the zone. Back to even at 1 apiece. Another reminder that tomorrow these two teams are back at it for the series finale. Pippins trying to come back in this one and make it a rubber match. Cowlitz trying to win the series tonight after a back and forth battle that they have currently been on the winning side of. Tomorrow, 5:05 first pitch. We'll have pregame at about 4:50. Wave and a miss. We'll be off on Monday as the team prepares for a 3-game trip down to play the Ridgefield Raptors. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. All 3 games at 6:35. You can listen on the Pippins Mixler stream. 2-2 is shot foul into the net. And then the Pips will come home for a 3-game weekend series and a non-league contest against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Pips have their non-league weekend that almost every team in the South will have pretty early in the year. That pitch called strike 3. I don't think Garitano was really expecting the breaking ball. And so Dylan Self says, go ahead and sit down, young man. There's 2 down. That Northwest Star Series has some pretty good promotions here at the ballpark. If you can make it out, it's Scott T's Spooktacular Halloween in June because it'll be Friday the 13th, that first game. And then the Sunday game is a special 1:05 first pitch because it is Father's Day. And so a week from tomorrow, we'll be getting everything done early. The 1-0, he went around. Priest unable to hold up his bat. Counts now 1-1. Should be a fun day. Mid-afternoon. Hopefully won't be 100 degrees like it's supposed to be tomorrow. The 1-1, this is on the ground out towards second. Schebler, the Gold Glover, fires onto first in time for out number 3. No runs come across. The Pippins still trail by 2. They need a couple runs in the bottom of the 8th. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, oh, you have braces? They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Jaden St. Cyr will lead it off here in the 8th inning. Pippins trail by 2. St. Cyr scored 2 of the Pippins' 9 runs. Looking to get on ahead of Brett Haggerty. First pitch is high and away. Buchanan is still in this game. It's now the 8th inning. He came in 2 batters into the 6th. Gave up the 1 run he inherited to St. Cyr, but was able to strand a pair of his own. 1-0 is just outside, 2-0. St. Cyr is 1 for 4 tonight with a single, and he reached on an error in his last at-bat. He's ahead in the count 3-0 here. And again, there's no reason to really panic. The game feels a little bit out of hand, only because of the 4 spot put up in the 7th, but Pippins have the tying run waiting in the on-deck circle. That pitch is inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Jaden St. Cyr to start the 8th. A few bodies stirring in the pen for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Now Brett Haggerty will have a lefty-righty matchup after the catcher Kowalski goes out and talks with Buchanan. Just a little bit of a confidence builder. St. Cyr does have the ability to run over at first. Getting the signs from the first base dugout, or the third base dugout rather. Garrett DeGallier. First base coach tonight for the Pips is team chaplain Mark Grange. Does some of the first base coaching during the home series. First pitch, a big hack by Haggerty. Mark spent 5 to 6 years in the D-backs organization as a team chaplain. And it's quite a program. He talks with the guys, try and just remind them that they're people at the end of the day, despite this game that they commit so much time to. As Haggerty lines one right to the shortstop, Nelson. St. Cyr dives back. He is back in time. That ball off the bat at 101. And Haggerty comes up empty. Another tough break for the Pips. That's kind of been the story of these innings where they haven't scored. It's been a lot of traffic for Yakima Valley. In fact, they've only been retired. They haven't been retired in order tonight. Only 3 men were at the plate in the 7th because of the double play. First pitch strike to Kyler Bittner. Kyler now up to 7 hits on the season. 2 of them tonight. He watches one well away to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Neil Jansen, who had 2 hits and an RBI last night. He's been on twice tonight. Check over to first. Cowlitz scored 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 4 in the 7th. Pippins 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Trying to get back on the board here. St. Cyr takes off. This pitch is skied out towards shallow right. St. Cyr retreating back to first. The ball drops. Bigby's going to throw over to second. It's not in time. St. Cyr got some extra steps, but he stands at second safely. And there's 2 on with 1 out. Just falling in that no man's land out there in shallow right. It's a single by Bittner. That's his 3rd of the night. And that'll force Dan Spencer to make a call to his bullpen. 2 on and 1 out. Neil Jansen waits after the pitching change. We'll get you the numbers on the new arm for Cowlitz after this. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
The new arm, fresh out of the bullpen, is number 12, Kieran Markison for Cowlitz. Taking a look at the Cowlitz pitching records. Markison's appeared in 1 game, went 1 inning, struck out 1, and that is it. So his 1 inning of work has been flawless. He inherits a little bit of a mess from Buchanan. 2 on, 1 out. As stepping up to the plate will be Neil Jansen.
Number 12, Kieran Markison. And now batting.
Jansen trying to come up big like he did last night and push a run across. We're ready to go after the pitching change. First, a check over to first, or to second rather, St. Cyr. Trying to keep him honest. Go ahead, Rudd stands in the box. Another check back to second. We saw 2 balks last night. They were called by field umpire Dylan Self. Got to be careful on those pickoffs if you're Markison. Now the first pitch comes home to Jansen, and it's a ball. 1-0. Jansen from San Jose State, just like tonight's starter, Cade Cushing, who has a no decision after 5 innings of work. He was in line for the win until Cowlitz took the lead there in the 7th. Neil Jansen would love to stick one into the outfield. 1-1 pulled down the line and into left field. St. Cyr is going to come around to score. It's an RBI single by Neil Jansen. Kyler Bittner stands at second, and it's a 1-run ball game here in the Orchard. Thanks for listening to me, Neil. Now let's see if Max Sinisak can drive in his third RBI on the night. Back-to-back innings, or I should say plate appearances, with a single for Max. Both of them drove in a run. One of the two inherited runners scores. Sinisak watches a pitch dance above the zone. It's now 1 ball and no strikes. You could always try and lay a bunt down with Sinisak, but we're in the late game situations now, and you really can't sacrifice any outs. That one catches the inner third. Pippins, as it stands right now, with the lead still in favor of Cowlitz, have 5 outs remaining in this game. They would love to push 2 across and only have 3 outs to get. Sinisak takes a 1-1 looping breaking ball into left field. Jansen is going to hurry. It's actually Bittner. The throw, the relay, the play at the plate. It is in time. Good cutoff, good relay by Nelson, the shortstop. And so the Pippins unable to score on the aggressive base running. Sinisak robbed of his third RBI. So now here comes Cole Hansen. Hansen on the night, 2 singles and an RBI. This one shot out to right field, sending back Wainfeld. He's going to reach up and make the grab. Aggressive base running does not pull through for the Pips. They trail by 1, though, as they've cut the lead down to 11-10. Need to hang a 0 here and then go to work in the bottom of the 9th. This is Pippins baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 1-run game. Cowlitz leads at 11-10. And they have a dangerous part of the order up. Tyler Nelson, Paxton Bigby, and Gavin Poffenroth. 2, 3, and 4 against Seth Mahler. Mahler was able to work around a leadoff single back in the 8th inning as he fires strike 1 into Tyler Nelson. It is imperative the Pips hang a 0 here so that 1 run would tie. Next offering misses. It's 1-1. For the Pips, they'll have 9-1-2 due up in the bottom of the 9th. That pitch well upstairs, 2-1. Neil Jansen was able to bring Jaden St. Cyr home with the ball that trickled down the left field line, and then Sinisak hit a single right after that, but a good relay throw from left field into the middle of the diamond got Kyler Bittner at the plate. 2-1 breaking ball, spins in there. It's 2-2. Pippins have been in a close game already this year. They won a 2-1 victory on opening night here against the Walla Walla Sweets. The count is run full. Mahler and his payoff pitch. Fouled off the hands. We're going to do it again. Mahler does have one save on the season. Came in with a 3-run lead, and then some insurance came across, and he finished the game back in game 2 against Walla Walla. This one's on the ground. Haggerty unable to stab it. It's going to get into shallow right field. Shebler will pick it up. Haggerty a little bit on the wrong side of the baseball there. Probably should have just slid over and scooped it and conceded the infield hit. Instead, it's an error, and the leadoff man is on. Fourth error on the night for Yakima Valley. So now Tyler Nelson at first and Paxton Bigby, who had the bases clearing double back in the top of the 7th inning. That is the difference in this game right now. That one in there. Bigby being patient. Couple of bodies roaming around the bullpen for the Pippins. Nobody actively throwing yet. 1-1 is right in there for 1-2. There is an arm working in the Cowlitz pen. Right-handed throwing action down there. But first, a 1-2 pitch. This one's chopped in front of the plate. Sinisak will field it. He tosses to Haggerty. Nice play by Max Sinisak. There's the first out here in the 9th. If Sinisak doesn't make that throw and get that out, it probably sails into right field and a run comes across. What a play by Sinisak. Poffenroth now up to bat. First pitch strike. You see the score, it's 11-10, but you look at the scoreboard out in left field here in the ballpark, it's 15 runs apiece. 30 runs combined between these, or 30 runs, 30 hits. Would help if I get my stats right. Fouled back, it's 0-2. If you're looking for the correct run total, it's 21. But 15 hits apiece, that's 30 altogether. There's been 8 errors committed between the two teams. A lot of offense tonight. Cowlitz has sent 9 men to the plate twice. 0-2 just outside. Yakima Valley has sent a total of 8 men in an inning once. That was back in the 5th. There have been a lot of base runners in this game. A big 1-2 pitch here. Line drive right at Charlie Shebler. He's going to step on the bag and get a double play. Pippins face the minimum in the 9th. And here we go. 1 run is all we need to tie. 2 to win. Bottom of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. This is Pippins baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
It's a new arm in for Cowlitz. Going for the save. It appears to be number 28, Camden Oram. Oram saw some work last night. 2 innings, gave up 1 hit and struck out 2. Finished the game. He is in here for the 9th to face 9-1-2 for Yakima Valley. The Pippins need 1 to tie, and they need 2 to win. Some substitutions being reviewed by home plate umpire Dylan Self. Oram is in. Markinson is out after going 1/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits, but not allowing a run to come across. He did let the inherited run score, but now the substitutions being relayed to Coach DeGallier down in the Pips dugout. I don't notice anyone sitting up where I am above the action. Then again, I can't see any numbers because there's no numbers on the fronts of these uniforms for Cowlitz. They're all on the back, even with my binoculars. So some anticipation building here in the 9th inning. Probably going over the mound visit situation, and what do we have here? Is Oram not going to be allowed to come into this game? He is not. It will be Markinson for the 9th. Wow. I've never seen that. Oram not going to be allowed to come into this game, and so Markinson is going to pitch here in the 9th inning. We'll find an explanation, and we'll be right back. This is Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
So in a change of plans, it will still be Marcuson out there here for the 9th inning. He has not yet thrown an official pitch here in the 9th. Got some warm-ups. Time is called. And that is a timer violation. So the count will start at 1-0. Preston Allen was in the box. I don't know which umpire is responsible for timing in this situation. Thought it was the field umpire. But here's the 1-0 pitch. As Preston Allen is ahead in the count 2-0. One of the theories that's been submitted to me was that Orem was not on the lineup card today, and a quick check of the official lineup card, and he was not. Now that's 3-0, 2 pitches here in the 9th. So Orem initially had went out to grab the ball, or excuse me, Marcuson went out to grab the ball in between innings. Orem came out from the bullpen. And so Marcuson went back to the dugout. The 3-0 misses inside. It's a leadoff walk. As we try and digest what just happened here. And so after completing his warm-ups, Orem was then approached by the umpires, and they reviewed the lineup cards. That is the theory that we're going with here. Talked with Coach DeGallier down in the Pippins dugout and said he could not enter the game. Man at first is the tying run. Dylan Anderson, the go-ahead. Squares to bunt. He pops it foul, and it is... No, it dropped. It looked like Davidson might have caught that, but Dylan Self says it hits the ground in foul territory for strike one. That is an athletic play by Davidson, but Self is the only person that would have been able to have that call. Pippins catch a break. The count is 0-1. Let's see if Anderson is still bunting here. Outfield plays him to push just slightly. This one's fouled off of the catcher and the umpire. And so Anderson is behind in the count, 0-2. Dylan Self definitely got a piece of that, the mask. It's now an 0-2 count. This pitch is outside. Dylan Anderson represents the winning run. Pippins have not had a walk-off yet this year. Only have had a couple of situations where they could have. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen at first. Anderson sends one foul, and it is going to get into the seating area. Anderson able to stay alive. Young fan wins the race. A good majority of the crowd is stuck around as the temperature has cooled down here. They've been treated to a 1-run ball game the last few innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Staying alive, Anderson. With nobody out in the top of the order up, this is the time to strike. Charlie Shebler waits in the on-deck circle. Anderson at the leash, trying to advance the tying run to scoring position. Marcuson's 1-2. This is lined into right field, but it's going to hang up in time. The throw comes into first base. Is it in time? Yes, it is. A double play. That is the second time that Preston Allen's been at first base this season and doubled off on a line drive to right field. Situational base running was not in the mind of Preston Allen on that play. And so now quickly there's 2 down here in the inning. And the last hope is Charlie Shebler. First pitch, this is a pop-up to shortstop, and the Black Bears survive a 10-11 victory here at the Orchard. They take the series, and just some base-running woes there at the end of the game prevent a Pippins comeback and a walk-off win. Some final stats from tonight's game. Charlie Shebler was 2 for 5 coming into that at-bat. He drew a walk. 2 for 5 to finish the game. Brett Haggerty, 1 for 4, had 2 RBI. Neil Jansen was 2 for 4, had an RBI. Max Senesac was 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. And Cade Cushing went through 5, gave up the 7 runs, but was able to qualify for a win thanks to some offense by the Pips. But in the end, it's not enough, as Cowlitz takes the series from Yakima Valley. The Pippins now on a 3-game losing streak as they will try to salvage this home series and this homestand tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's going to wrap up our coverage of this second game of 3 between the Cowlitz Black Bears and the Yakima Valley Pippins. For all of us associated with the Pippins and the Pippins broadcast, a huge shout out to Maddie for running the broadcast by herself, and despite the heat messing with our center field camera, we were still able to get a broadcast off. So huge thank you to her for helping me sound and look better than I really am. We'll be back tomorrow at 5:05 p.m. Pre-game approximately 4:50, as the Pippins will try and salvage this series and get a win before they hit the road on Tuesday. For all of us here with the Pippins, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off, saying stay safe, have a good night, and we will talk to you tomorrow right here at the Orchard at around 4:50 for Pippins pregame before Game 3 between the Cowlitz Black Bears and the Yakima Valley Pippins. Final score tonight, Black Bears 11, Pippins 10. And we thank you for watching this presentation of Yakima Valley Pippins Baseball. Have a good night, everybody.